The first message came at 600 Standard Time, a simple repeating burst that cut through the normal chatter of interstellar communications. Commander Leah Frost was halfway through her morning coffee when her console lit up red. The message was, clear and ancient, 3 short bursts, 3 long bursts, 3 short bursts. SOS, a distress call that hadn't changed in over 500 years of human history. Trace that signal, Leah ordered, setting down her mug with a sharp click. Her bridge crew responded instantly, fingers flying across their stations. Signal origin, Vega Colony, Commander, reported Communications Officer Patel. It's coming. From Governor Wren himself. Leah's stomach tightened. Vega Colony was the farthest human settlement, perched on the edge of disputed territory. The planet was resource-rich but isolated, making it a tempting target. Message incoming, Patel announced, his voice tense. The holographic display flickered to life, revealing Governor Wren's face. His gray hair was disheveled, and a thin line of blood trickled from his temple. Behind him, emergency lights flashed. This is Governor Wren of Vega Colony. We are under attack by Draxan forces. 3 warships in orbit, ground troops landing. Static interrupted his message. Shields failing. Civilians in bunkers request immediate... The transmission cut off abruptly. Leah stood, her decision already made. Alert Fleet Command. Prepare jump calculations for Vega. We're responding to that SOS. Lieutenant Okafor turned from the navigation console, his eyes wide. Commander, we're just a patrol vessel. The Draxans have warships. Shouldn't we wait? For reinforcements? The nearest battle group is 4 days out, Leah replied. By then, there might not be a colony left to save. Send the alert, but we're going in. As the patrol ship Sentinel prepared to jump, Leah sent a broadcast on all emergency channels. Attention all Earth Fleet vessels. SOS received from Vega Colony. This is Commander Frost of the Sentinel. We are responding. Any available ships? In range, converge on our position. The jump to Vega took 18 hours. 18 hours of preparation, of planning, of Leah studying everything known about Draxan tactics. The aliens were reptilian predators, cold-blooded in both biology and warfare. They didn't take prisoners and they didn't negotiate. They simply took what they wanted. When the Sentinel emerged from jump space, the situation was even worse than Leah had feared. 3 massive Draxan warships orbited Vega, their hulls black and angular like prehistoric predators. The colony's orbital defenses were in ruins and plumes of smoke rose from the surface. They haven't detected us yet, Okafor whispered. Stealth systems holding. Any response to our call for backup? Leah asked, her eyes never leaving the tactical display. Patel shook his head. Nothing, Commander. Leah took a deep breath. 1 patrol ship against 3 warships. The math was simple and deadly, but below them, thousands of colonists were fighting for their lives. We need to buy time, she said, until help arrives or we can evacuate the colonists. She turned to her tactical officer. What's our missile complement? Full load, Commander. 12 quantum warheads, 24 conventional. Leah nodded. Here's what we're going to do. The plan was desperate, but Leah had no other options. The Sentinel would use its stealth systems to approach the smallest Draxan ship, fire all its quantum warheads at point-blank range, and then dive toward the planet, using its atmosphere, to mask their signature while they tried to extract as many colonists as possible. As the Sentinel crept closer to its target, Leah opened a channel to the colony. Governor Wren, this is Commander Frost of the Sentinel. We've received your SOS and are in position to assist. What's your status? After a moment of static, Wren's voice came through. Commander, thank the stars. We're holding them at the northern perimeter, but not for much longer. They've taken the spaceport and are moving toward the main habitat dome. Can you get people to the southern landing fields? Leah asked. Yes, but... Wait, you're not planning an evacuation with 1 ship, are you? Leah's grip tightened on the armrest of her command chair. We'll make multiple runs if necessary. Gather whoever you can and get them to those fields. We'll be there in 30 minutes. The bridge fell silent as the Sentinel edged closer to the unsuspecting Draxan warship. At 5,000 kilometers, they armed the quantum warheads. At 2,000, they prepared to fire. At 1,000 kilometers, disaster struck. "We've been spotted," Tactical shouted. "Draxon ship powering weapons. Fire all quantum warheads now," Leah ordered. The missiles launched, streaking toward the Draxon ship. At the same time, enemy fire lanced out, catching the Sentinel's port side. Alarms blared as the ship shuddered. "Direct hit," engineering reported. "Port shield generators. Down!" The quantum warheads reached their target, detonating in a series of blinding flashes. The Draxon ship broke apart, sections of its hull splitting and venting atmosphere into space. "One down," Leah said grimly. "But we've lost our element of surprise." She looked at the damage reports flooding her screen. "Can we still make it to the surface?" "Yes, Commander," Okafor replied. "But the other 2 Draxon ships are moving to intercept." "Then we run fast and we run smart," Leah said. "Take us in." The Sentinel plunged toward Vega, engines straining, as the 2 remaining Draxon warships gave chase. Enemy fire flashed past them, occasionally striking the weakened shields. The ship groaned under the strain of atmospheric entry, heat building around the hull as they dove toward the southern landing fields. Through the view screen, Leah could see hundreds of colonists gathered, looking up as the Sentinel roared overhead, pursued by Draxon fighters. "Bring us down," she ordered, "and prepare to repel boarders. I don't want a single Draxon anywhere near those civilians." As the Sentinel touched down, its remaining weapons turned skyward, firing at the incoming fighters. Crew members rushed to lower the loading ramps while others took defensive positions. "How many can we evacuate?" Governor Wren asked as he limped aboard, his face streaked with dirt and blood. 200, maybe more if we crowd them in," Leah replied. "But we'll need to make multiple trips, and I don't think the Draxons will give us that chance." Above them, the 2 remaining warships had taken up position, ready to catch the Sentinel if it tried to escape. "Commander," Patel called out, "I'm picking up multiple signals entering the system." Leah's heart raced. "Reinforcements?" Patel's face broke into a smile. "Yes, ma'am, lots of them." The sky above Vega suddenly filled with flashes of light as ships dropped out of jump space. Not just a few patrol vessels or a single battle group, but dozens of ships. Military vessels, civilian freighters retrofitted with weapons, mining ships with reinforced hulls, even private yachts armed with whatever their owners could mount. New voice crackled over the comm system. "This is Admiral Hayes of the Earth Fleet 7th Battle Group. We received your SOS, Vega Colony. Sorry we're late to the party." More voices followed, captains and commanders identifying themselves as they arrived. Cargo haulers, scientific vessels, colony ships, all responding to the call. Humans from every corner of explored space, rushing to help their own. The Draxon ships, suddenly outnumbered and outgunned, tried to flee. They didn't make it far. As the Earth fleet secured the system, Leah watched the first Draxon prisoners being led from their escape pods. One of them, clearly an officer from his ornate armor, stared at her with unblinking reptilian eyes. "Why did you come?" he asked in halting English. "Your ship had no chance against us." It was illogical. Leah looked at the alien, then at the human ship still arriving in the system. This impromptu, mismatched fleet that had crossed vast distances to answer a call for help. "Because that's what humans do," she replied simply. "When one of us sends out an SOS, all of us respond." The Draxon officer looked past her at the growing fleet, now numbering over 100 vessels of all shapes and sizes. "We were told humans were divided, spread too thin, that you could not defend your outer colonies." Leah smiled. "Whoever told you that missed something important about us. We may argue, we may fight amongst ourselves, but when one of us is in danger, distance doesn't matter. Numbers don't matter. We come running." 6 months later, when the Draxon Confederacy signed the Vega Peace Treaty, their Supreme Commander requested one addition to the document, a formal acknowledgement that human space was to be approached with caution, not because of their weapons or technology, but because of what the Draxons now called the SOS Doctrine, the understanding that to threaten any human settlement, no matter how small or distant, was to invite the response of humanity's deadliest fleet. Every ship, every person, everywhere.